like at age 10? What kind of things did you like to do?
I was fun. I liked, I don't know, I liked to play with my friends and play with dolls and stuff. Wear makeup and high heels.
At age 10, I was pretty self-centered. I was very creative, and I liked doing creative things like I wrote some poetry and drew some doodles and stuff like that.
At age 10, I was involved in dance lessons, so I like to, take up dance, and I would go to lessons and play with all the girls that I used to dance with and make dances at home. I like to play with dolls when I was 10, do all the girly things that little girls did. I was into sports too, because I played tennis, I'd play baseball with my dad, I like to go bowling. I think I was pretty much well-rounded.
I was a lot of tomboy.
Okay.
At age 10, I was probably a lot of fun. I loved to dance. I was in a lot of different dancing classes, and I loved to swim. I was on the little town swim team, the Sachem Club team. I loved to talk, always loved to talk. And things I wanted to be, aspired to when I was younger was pump gas in a gas station or be a cashier at the A&P.
At age 10, I think I was kind of shy, but once you got to know me, I was, friendly with my friends.
And what did you like to do?
Play with my friends. I never liked to get in trouble because we were a little afraid of my mom.
Very, very shy. I love to read. My life was in my books.
A great third grade teacher. We were very much into Helen Keller. We walked around and pretended we couldn't see, and we were learning to sign. And there wasn't a whole lot going on at that time for girls, so I had a bicycle and a bunch of girlfriends, and that's about how I spent my time. No organized sports, nothing like that.
At age 10, I was very adventurous. I was kind of like a tomboy. I loved to do lots of sports and be outside and just be very active.
Basically, I was very shy. I liked to play with Barbie dolls. In fact, I liked to play with any kind of dolls. I was very into make-believe and doing my own thing.
Cool. Age 10, I was very quiet. Lived in Scotland. Spent a lot of time with my grandmother. And that's about it.
I climbed trees. I rode my bike. I roller skated. I was very athletic.
Well, when I was at 10, I went to Catholic school, so I was pretty quiet, pretty shy, and probably, I guess you would say, suppressed. The things that I liked to do mostly were read, and most of the other things were things by myself more than group things. I liked animals, took care of animals a lot, that type of thing, and did my schoolwork every day, all the time, as a nervous Nellie, just because I was scared.
At age 10, my mom worked full-time. I had to do a lot to help her. So consequently, I would go to school and come straight home, and nobody could come in our house, out in the family, and I did all the extra things for her.
Very active, very poor, very good looking.
What'd you like to do?
Skate, roller skate, clean the house for my mother.
What do you enjoy doing now?
Sleep. Do nothing. Eat. Hang out with my friends.
Now I'm a little better at drawing doodles. I enjoy anthropology, research, reading, artwork, generally creative things and academic things.
Right now, I'm a cheerleading coach, so I coach cheerleading, and I did that all through high school and college. I like to hang out with my friends. I love to go shopping. I'm right now in graduate school working on my master's in math for secondary education.
I like handball, rollerblading, lifting weights.
What are you good at now?
I love to teach. I'm good at relating with kids, Right now, I'm enjoying planning my wedding. I also love to read. Like, I'm an avid reader. I read all the time. And I enjoy spending time with my family.
Don't really have time to do much for myself since I have a 6-year-old. So basically, I guess I like to watch PBS Kids, do a little kindergarten homework, read some stories.
Well, I homeschool, which I love doing. I read still. I love to read. I have a lot of friends. My spiritual life is very important to me.
I am a violinist. I like to play. I think I'm okay at it. I'm a mother, and I think I'm pretty good at that. I enjoy being with my friends and shopping, and I think I'm pretty good at what I do here at Sachem.
Still very active. I'm a mom, and I have young children, an 8-year-old and 11-year-old, so I'm still very active. I love to read, and I love music, and I love to go to the movies.
I love anything crafty. I'm big into crocheting. I love reading. I am an old movie buff, and I love learning new things.
I enjoy playing with James, my little grandson, seeing my daughter and her husband and her mother-in-law, spending time with them on their vacation.
Now, I love to walk, love to go to the movies. I love to spend time with my beautiful grandson.
I still like animals. I like to go on rock and mineral collecting trips. Again, I guess though I would have to say things in very small groups or by myself. I don't mind that at all, rather than in large groups.
I just like people. I like to have company. I love to go to my class and watch them dance what I did, but I don't do it. And they always talk to me. And I just like to have company.
Nothing. Nothing.
Do you ever remember feeling pressured to be someone that you were not?
No. In drama in high school, I often felt pressured to be a kind of person that I wasn't.
I don't think I've ever felt pressure to be someone I'm not. I think my parents always brought me up with the right values and always taught me, to be whoever I wanted to be, and I never felt like anyone pressured me to be one thing as opposed to another.
Well, a lot of times I keep myself in an environment where, people know who I am and accept that. I don't like to be in a situation where that's compromised.
My family never put that pressure on me. It was always what I wanted to do. But with my surrounding peers, the looks and things that you get when you find out what you want to do or what they think you want to do, it wasn't, they wanted to be lawyers and doctors, I wanted to be a cashier. It was apples and oranges, and I realized that maybe cashier wasn't the way to go.
No.
Next.
What's someone you're not?
I remember going to junior high and coming from the wrong side of the tracks, and it was the first time I ever felt like I was economically challenged, and I felt like I had to dress and be like the rest of the girls, and my family frankly couldn't afford it. So I felt intimidated by the girls that had a lot.
No, I think I've always made it clear to people that what you see is what you get.
I have in the past, absolutely.
An example?
My family, they've never really accepted who I am as an individual, and so I'm constantly feeling pressure for them to be and to see the world through their eyes.
Yes. When I was younger, I felt pressure to be the brightest. And sometimes I didn't think I was the brightest.
Not really.
Yeah, but by my family, not by anybody else outside of that. Neither of my parents were born in the United States, so the pressure was always to achieve, but secondary to my brother. Everything was his career, his whatever, and I just kind of had to follow suit there, whether those were my interests or not.
Never. Never.
Yes.
What is more important, liking yourself or being liked by others?
Liking yourself.
liking yourself.
I think liking yourself is more important because if you feel good about yourself, then others will like you.
How much? If you don't like yourself, you can't really be liked by others. And if you don't like yourself and are liked by others, then the person that they're liking or looking up to doesn't like themselves, and that's not a really good image to be giving to other people.
Liking yourself.
Liking yourself.
And then
Liking myself.
Absolutely liking myself.
Liking yourself.
It's much more important to like yourself.
Liking yourself. But I didn't know that when I was young.
Being liked by others.
Liking myself.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like yourself?
A 4.
Really, just a 4?
Really just
About 7. There's always room for improvement.
10? Oh, I guess 9, 10. I
Very
feel
good.
pretty good with what I'm up to and what I'm doing.
I know I got things that I need to lose 5 pounds. Every woman says I need to lose like maybe 5, 6 pounds. I still got my skinny pants sitting around somewhere, and that does affect, how I feel about myself. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think if maybe, I don't know, can we skip this question?
Okay, let's skip this question.
I think I'm a really good person. I probably would give myself a 9.
Very good.
8 or 9. We did this.
Probably about 6, between 6 and a 7, I'd say.
I think I'm pretty happy with myself. I'd have to go for like an 8 or so. I think there's
Okay.
probably a few things that could be tweaked up a little bit, but overall,
Okay.
could lose 10 pounds.
Oh, I'd say about a 9. You got it.
Probably about an 8.5.
Well, it depends what day it is. Some
Today.
days, today, about a 5.
9.
And how much do you like yourself?
10.
What you would say with that, maybe 8 to 10, say.
You like yourself. 10. Good for you.
Do you think that it would be better for a young girl to receive her education at an all-girls school? Do you think it's beneficial for them to get an education at an all-girls school or in a co-ed environment?
co-ed school.
How come?
Because an all-girls school would drive me nuts. Because girls annoy me. Too many girls together is bad news.
I think generally a co-ed school because you should be, when you're being educated, surrounded by the most experience possible.
But I think a lot of it, I think girls might benefit in an all-girls school because they won't have the pressure of dating a boy and worrying about all the boys throughout school. They could probably focus more on their academics while they're in class than what boy's looking at them and who likes them better. But being in a co-ed school, I was still able to get along with the boys and still perform academically well, so it didn't interfere with my academics. But I can see how with some girls it can be a problem.
I went to a co-ed school, yeah. I would definitely say co-ed. In an all-girls school, they would have a lot more leeway. But that's in an ideal world. If you're going to put all the women in the same place, then you're going to have the ability for those women to be once again grouped and stereotyped into a minority that we're not.
I think a co-ed school definitely, but I think that girls need to be told and taught and put in their head that they can be just as good as a man. And sometimes you find that not happening. I went to St. Joseph's College for my undergraduate where women were pushed, and we were pushed to do the best that we can do. In my graduate, I was part of Toro, and I felt that the men were pushed further than the women. And, it was like, oh, it's okay. But then if a man gave an answer, it was so much better. And it was different. It was definitely different.
At a co-ed school.
I think that not being in competition with boys in certain classes would give girls a better chance of success. Then again, you lose that whole socialization thing with boys. I think there are pros and cons.
I don't know that really matters. I think it depends upon the person.
Did you go to a co-ed or a
I went to co-ed.
So you don't think it would make a difference?
I don't think it would make a difference.
Okay.
It depends on the person.
Believe it or not, I do believe that it was better at the all-girls school. I found that the distraction of the male versus female was very difficult, number one. It colored the way you wanted to be perceived in the class. You didn't want to be the brainy one. You didn't want to be the stupid one. If you were unsure of something, you sometimes felt dumb asking the question. When I was in the all-girls school, and I did 2.5 years of high school in an all-girls school, I definitely felt freer to be myself, to ask the questions I wanted to ask. I didn't feel judged by my uh, inability to understand something or by the fact that I might have been good at something. So I felt it was a much more secure environment as a woman and gave me much more freedom in terms of learning.
Co-ed school.
Probably at an all-girls school.
Why?
I think you would focus better.
Well, I went to an all-girls Catholic high school and I went to a co-ed Catholic elementary school. For me, I liked the all-girls school better. I felt that you could answer things more freely and there wasn't social pressure in those early and middle teenage years. I really liked the all-girl high school.
That would never enter my head, because I would know I could never go to any other school than the school I was going to.
And where did you go to school?
The regular elementary school, regular school.
Co-ed.
What advice would you give to a young woman today in order to be their best selves?
To respect yourself, be confident, and
develop skills early, keep trying at school, and don't worry about what other people think about you.
I guess I would tell them to always strive for their goals, believe in what they believed in. Don't always try and live up to somebody who they think they should be like. Just be themselves.
Be athletic.
Be athletic?
Get involved in sports.
In order to be your best self, don't give up on yourself. Go to school, do the best you can, and if school's not for you, find something that you love to do. And to teach your daughters that you need to be independent so that you don't have to rely on anybody else. You know, make sure that you can take care of you and your family in a way that if anything ever occurs, that you don't have to depend or rely on anybody else.
To just be yourself and don't let anybody force you to be something that you're not. Or do something that you don't want to do. Just say no!
I think she should listen to her heart and find out what she's happiest doing and do that, and not be pressured into doing things that she doesn't want to do. But yet not be afraid to try and experience new things.
Well, I'd give this advice to anybody, girl, boy, whoever. Just find something that's a talent, something that you're good at, and go for it.
First, I would tell them to spend some time on their own. They have to get to know themselves first. They have to commit to themselves before they can commit to anyone or anything else. And I think once they do that, they're on a good road to the future.
Reach for the stars. You can be absolutely anything you want to be, and you can do anything you want to do.
Don't set any limits on themselves. Follow your heart, definitely. And surround yourself with people that are as good or better than you.
I really don't know what I would give them, but there's many things that should be given to them.
Education, education, education.
Good.
Hi, my name is Kourtney, and I'm 4 years old, and this is about my future.